Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Snyder. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to Rock T-Shirt Hall of Fame. Entry number 2, AC/DC, High Voltage Rock and Roll 1975 red T-shirt. So this thing feels good, it looks good, and of course that's one of the big things here. You know, amazing art and graphics will always enhance a musical performance. I certainly think this shirt does it, which is why we're talking about it today. So for this particular video series, I'll be counting down the top 10 greatest rock T-shirts of all time. From SocieTees as part of the Rock T-Shirt Hall of Fame, and they feature all officially licensed merchandise by American Classics, and you too can join the society of like-minded individuals, starting with this T-shirt right here, AC/DC High Voltage Rock and Roll 1975 red tee. So the particular history of the High Voltage album is an interesting one. Prior to this, the 1976 international version of the album itself, there was an Australian only release of it 1 year earlier in 1975. It had a different track listing on it, and that same year they released a follow-up album, T.N.T. Now by this point here, AC/DC's star was really on the rise. They were ultimately picked up by Atlantic Records for a worldwide recording contract, and however, instead of the label re-releasing both 1975 albums, they decided to cherry pick the best tracks from both albums, creating one international album, or one for the international market, I should say. And ultimately this here is what we've got now, which has become the definitive version of the album released in 1976. So a little known fact though is that the song High Voltage itself did not appear on the original debut album from 75 that carried the name. They later wrote it on tour, and then it appeared on the follow-up album T.N.T. But of course, by the time of the international album, they did include it on there so that there would be a title track on it. And AC/DC, they were a Motorhouse band in 1975, releasing those two studio albums we were just talking about. They played 133 gigs over 7 months, which basically works out to a gig every other day. In addition, they also appeared on a number of popular TV programs, including ABC's Countdown. All of this, including their hard work, is why the band became such a popular act in Australia, and of course ultimately leading to them being signed by Atlantic Records for a worldwide recording contract. Now, another little known fact about the band is that they actually only spent 10 days recording that debut album, High Voltage, back in 1975, which is really amazing to me in and of what came out of it. And so this shirt here that we're talking about, the vintage Heather red T-shirt that evokes the band's early memories of their High Voltage tour in 1975, you know, prior to the international success and stardom that they ultimately gained. It's just one of those cool things. It's a faded distressed logo. It's got the signature lightning bolt through it. It's all in, you know, this circular design here, which is nice, compact, and interesting in and of itself. And so it's one of those things that, you know, this vintage style graphic tee, which certainly makes it appear as if you were there in 1975, knowing the band's magic soon to be that would hit and everything before the breakthrough in 1976. But, you know, even if you weren't there in 1975 down under in one of the clubs, rocking out to future legends AC/DC, this shirt, having it on, will certainly make it look like you were. All right, so it's no shock then that this shirt, the AC/DC High Voltage Rock and Roll tee, enters at number 2 for the Rock T-Shirt Hall of Fame. And certainly if you're as excited about this shirt as I am here and you want to be a part of the society of like-minded individuals, you can own this shirt, because I'm going to leave a link in the description below, and you can head on over to their website, check this shirt out, and a whole bunch more. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know where you were in 1975. I wasn't even born yet. It took me another year until 1976, but of course I love the band all the same. All right, everyone, take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye-bye.